Hey Siri, turn garage on.
Done.
Oh! What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be trying to finish the project that we started in the last video, and that is a cabinet and some shelves for the garage. After editing that last video, I realized that, man, you forget a lot of things in 2 years. So I completely forget how to edit videos, but that's okay because we're just gonna remember how to do it all over again. But it was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video too as I continue to, build the garage around a motorcycle concept and hopefully get a motorcycle in here soon so we can start making more motorcycle content and hopefully even get a motorcycle that we can do a build series on, because I want to make a really cool motorcycle, but I don't know where to go with it yet. But anyways, and also, sorry for the echo in here. Echo! I know it's pretty bad. There's like nothing in the garage, so just gotta fill it out and then the sound quality should improve. But today, what I wanna do is, I got all the plywood from Home Depot. So I went to Lowe's 3 times here where we live. There's a couple Lowe's stores, and none of the saws in the back were working. And so I have to get the plywood cut because I can't fit a 48-inch by 8-foot long plywood board in the back of the Jeep. And so I went to Home Depot and their saw was working, so I was able to get a bunch of plywood and some utility boards. So what I'm gonna be using is 11/32-inch, or no, it might be a 1/4-inch plywood, OBS, and then I'm going to use 5mm utility board for the sides of the cabinets and the shelves. And then I got some pine, let's see, I think it's a 1x3 pine wood to make the cabinet doors and the shelf doors for this project. But let me show you what I got going on and what I need to accomplish first. Here I have a piece of plywood that I got over the top here, and I got this issue. One of the biggest problems with this garage is that the floor is very uneven, and so I had to frame up against the wall first and then kind of backtrack out, which means that this leg and this leg are different lengths. And so my calculations were wrong, and we got this issue here. So I'm just gonna cut off some wood and then just glue it in there and sand it, because whatever, it's the garage, But then I have this issue too, is when I use the pocket hole screws, which these are pocket hole screws, I screwed into the board, but it wasn't flush. And so now I have this gap there in that issue. So the first thing I'm gonna do is try to flip this board around and just kind of make sure I can get it better and more flush so I can get this board across without any issues. This is all the OBS boards here. Here's the 5mm utility panel, and then this is the pine, white pine that I'm gonna use for the doors. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna switch to a time lapse. Ready, go. All right, so I got that all nice and flush now. I had to flip this over. Instead of having the pocket holes up there, I had them underneath. There's just no other way. What's up, dude? What are you doing? So what I did to make it flush was I just took this 2x4 and I drilled it in just like that. And so when the pocket hole goes in, it just kind of screwed in and made it as flush as it could be. It could be better, but it's a garage, so whatever. I'm over it. Next thing up is I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. I'm gonna do the plywood shelves. So I need to cut these the length. Well, they're already cut. Well, yeah, I need to cut the length of them. So that's next. I'm gonna do that with a jigsaw, which I hate. Hate this jigsaw. All right, first piece done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces to go. By the way, this jigsaw sucks. I had to put electric tape on this, so you can see it right here, to secure this lever right here that prevents this guide from going left and right on making angle cuts. Battery operated one from Craftsman would be much nicer. All right. So I got all the plywood cut. I now want to cut the little notches out for the 2x4. So the way I framed this up, I did the skinny side of the 2x4s facing outwards as opposed to doing the long 4-inch side. So this way, when you do the skinny side, it's less sturdy. However, it gives it a little bit nicer appearance and it gives you a little bit more storage room for a compact space. So let's go ahead and cut those notches. All right, just gotta do that a couple more times and it'll be good. Okay, I got the shelves done. So those are ready to be either brad nail or screwed in. But the next thing I'm gonna do is add a 2x4 right in the middle here for some extra support. So these shelves are all just held in by pocket screws going across. So it's really not that much support. All right, so I got the middle beams cut. But before I go any further, I'm gonna nail down the shelves. And then I'm gonna drill pocket holes in these and then I'll secure them to the base. And then we're pretty much done. I just have to make the cabinet doors and paint. So far so good. I got the support beams up in the middle and it's very sturdy. And now it is time to cut the utility panels that will go on the sides of both the cabinet and the shelves. So made some good progress. Next thing up is the cabinet doors. So that's gonna take a little bit. I'm planning on making 4 of them. Never made them before. Just gonna kind of wing it. And then after that, I'm gonna paint this thing. I'm gonna paint it white. And then after that, I'm gonna install lights and then I'm gonna install a hanger rod to hang my motorcycle jacket. The only one I have. Probably some other things too. I don't know. There's a lot of spiders in this garage, so I don't know how the whole clothes in the garage thing's gonna work, but we're making progress. We're making some good progress here. Not bad for my first cabinet door. Anyways, I'm gonna go on to day 2 now because it is late. Catch you tomorrow. Day 2 of the project, I had to stop at Lowe's to get some tools. I had to get a router and then a sander. And then I got some various cabinet accessories. So I got some hinges and some lid supports and some handles for the cabinet. So I have everything that I need to complete this project today. So let's get started. So the router I got is a 1.25 horsepower, and then we have a orbital sander from Craftsman. And the cool thing about this is that it has a battery, so this will just give me more flexibility because we only have one outlet in the garage, so it's just super inconvenient. I got some bits for the router, so I'm going to use these bits to cut out a groove in the cabinets to install the mesh screening that you'll see coming up. So we'll see how everything goes. I'm going to keep working on the cabinets, and here we go. Let's continue on building these cabinets. Yeah, so my wood split, and so I took off the hinges. I'm going to use this as an end board now on one of the cabinet doors, and then, I don't know, just glue it back together. So I got to make another hinge door side. Alright, so I got these together, but as you can see, this one is thicker or has a greater breadth than this one, so I had to cut this one in half because I messed up my measurements. But it still works, and it's a garage, so I'm happy with it for my first time making cabinet doors. I just need to sand it down a little bit so it can fit a little bit better, but I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. Also, the wood's warped a little bit, so that's why my measurements were kind of off. Oh well. So, of course I got the wrong kind of bit for the router. So I kind of just had to freehand it, and it's pretty bad. All right, one cabinet door down. All right, here we go. All right. Wow, okay, that was a lot of work, and that was a lot of work to film that job, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. Got the cabinet door, opens like that. You got this, that opens and closes. I'm basically building a chicken coop. I got the other doors, I used the router, and I went around on the outside. I messed up here, obviously. Or is that the right ones? No, those are the wrong ones. These are the right ones. I took a router, went along the edges. The router is definitely an awesome tool, but I haven't used it before, and it's definitely a learning curve with that thing. So I got the hang of it towards the end, but it was a pretty interesting tool to use. I'm gonna get the chicken wire on these, put them up, but that's gonna conclude this video. In the next video, I'll probably will start to sand it, paint it, and just put the finishing touches on it. So I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. See ya.